Hello students, welcome to Newton Gate where we make your dreams come true. I am Devadrita ma'am and I am here to discuss some important questions of class 10. Chapter is acid, bases and salts, and these questions will help you develop some important concepts and also help you to give you the approach when you come across a tricky questions, how you should think and how you are not supposed to make any mistakes in answering those questions. Okay, so please keep watching. Question number 1: identify compound X on the basis of the reactions given below. Also write the name and chemical formulae of A, B and C. Here in this question, compound X is reacting with zinc to give you A plus hydrogen gas. Now, how will you identify this compound X? So, of course, the reactions are given here. Some of the reactants or products are missing. There is one reactant here which is missing and some products are missing and some are given to you. Based on that, you have to identify. You know that metal reacts with dilute acid to give salt and hydrogen gas, right? So here with this you can assume that compound X can be an acid, but from the equation B it is not possible that an acid is reacting with acid to give you a neutralization reaction, right? Because see, X is reacting with HCl, which is an acid, to give you B and water. Since water is given here, compound X has to be a base, because base and acid will give you B, which is a salt, and water. Now let's say that compound X is NaOH, sodium hydroxide, then it will react with zinc to give you sodium zincate and hydrogen gas. Let me balance it. Yes, NaOH also reacts with HCl to give you NaCl and H2O. NaOH also reacts with acetic acid to give you sodium acetate and water. So your X is sodium hydroxide, your A is sodium zincate, your B is sodium chloride and your C is sodium acetate. Question number 2. The pH value of 4 solutions are given to you. The pH of A is 1, B is 9, C is 3 and D is 13. And 4 statements are given and you have to choose the incorrect statement. For this kind of questions, you have to first identify which ones are acidic, which ones are basic based on the given pH value. Now, obviously the pH value of A is 1, which is highly acidic, right? This one is highly acidic. B is 9. That means so A is acidic, B is basic, C is 3, that is also acidic, and D is 13. This is basic and this is highly basic. So D is highly basic and A is highly acidic. Okay. Now choose the incorrect statement. A has higher concentration of hydronium ions than solution C. Students, you know that acids give you H plus ions, right? And they react with H2O molecules. There are 2 lone pairs of oxygen present here in water molecules. So they react with one of the lone pair of the water molecule to form a coordinate covalent bond forming H3O plus ion, this is called hydronium ion. Okay, so H plus is present as hydronium ions. They do not present as H plus freely, so they react with a water molecule and they form coordinate covalent bond to form hydronium ions. So H plus exists as hydronium ions. Now A has higher concentration of hydronium ions than solution C. A is acidic and C is also acidic, and A pH is lesser than C's pH, right? A is 1, which is lesser than C. That means A is highly acidic. It is more acidic than C. So of course the solution A should have higher concentration of hydronium ions, right? Because it is more acidic. So this is a true statement. B has higher concentration of hydronium ions than solution D. Yes, this is also right, because solution D is 13, which is highly basic. Okay, and solution B is just basic, it is slightly basic. Okay, that means solution B will have higher concentration of hydronium ions than solution D. A and B will turn red litmus solution blue. Okay, this one, A is acidic and B is basic. Bases turn red litmus blue and acids turn blue litmus red. So this is a false statement, right? So your option C is the correct answer. Okay, it is the incorrect answer, sorry. I mean you have to choose option C as the incorrect statement. So your answer is now option C. And let's also read option number D. A is highly acidic while B is weakly basic. Yes, this is also a true statement. So your correct option is option number C. Question number 3. Choose the incorrect statement. An increase in pH value from 7 to 14 indicates an increase in hydrogen ions. This is obviously incorrect, right? Because 7 to 14, this indicates that there is a decrease in hydrogen ions. That's why they become more basic as you move from 7 to 14. Okay, 7 is a neutral pH and more than 7 is basic character increases here. Okay, that means concentration of hydrogen ions should decrease, not increase, if you increase the pH from 7 to 14. So this is a false statement. That means your correct option is A. You can read the other 3 options also. The strength of an acid or base is determined by a universal indicator. Yes. pH less than 7 indicates the solution is acidic. Of course, that's also correct. And higher the hydrogen ion concentration, lower the pH value. Yes, this is also correct. Now, question number 4. A metal carbonate X on reacting with acid gives a gas which when passed through a solution Y gives the carbonate back. Students, you know that whenever there is carbonate, the gas that is liberated is carbon dioxide, and you also know that the carbon dioxide, if you pass it through lime water, it will turn lime water milky. And what is lime water? Lime water is a solution of calcium hydroxide, also called slaked lime, right? And why it turns lime water milky? Due to the formation of calcium carbonate, right? That means now you know that your metal carbonate X is calcium carbonate, because if you pass carbon dioxide through the solution of calcium hydroxide, you will get back the metal carbonate, that is calcium carbonate. So the reaction is like this: calcium carbonate plus, I'm taking any acid, say HCl. It will give the salt calcium chloride. The gas is carbon dioxide, and it will also give water. Now, if you pass this carbon dioxide through lime water, it will turn the lime water milky due to the formation of calcium carbonate. So your X is calcium carbonate and your solution Y is calcium hydroxide or lime water. In the next part of the question, on the other hand, gas G is obtained at the anode during electrolysis of brine. Okay, so what is brine? Brine is a solution of sodium chloride. Okay, if it undergoes electrolysis, then anode, you know students, that anode is positively charged, so the anions or the negatively charged ions will migrate towards the anode and they will undergo oxidation, that is loss of electron. So obviously Na plus won't migrate towards anode, Na plus will migrate towards cathode. So chloride ions will migrate towards anode and it will undergo oxidation or loss of electron and it will give you chlorine gas. You cannot just keep it Cl because you know that chlorine is diatomic, right? Its atomicity is 2. That's why it will present as Cl2, not Cl. It is a diatomic gas. Like hydrogen is also a diatomic gas. H2. We do not write H, you write H2. Similarly for chlorine also. That's why I have to balance this reaction. So your gas G is chlorine. If you pass chlorine on dry Y, you know you have already found out your solution Y was calcium hydroxide, right? So if you pass chlorine gas on dry calcium hydroxide, you will get bleaching powder. Right? This is calcium oxychloride. So that means your X is calcium carbonate, your Y is calcium hydroxide, gas G is chlorine, and Z compound Z is bleaching powder. Question number 5. Which of the following is or are true when HCl gas is passed through water? It does not ionize the solution as it is covalent compound. Okay, students, HCl, if it is present as gas or you call it hydrogen chloride gas, it is a covalent compound and it does not behave as an acid. Okay, but if you give water to it, if you mix it with water, then it will form hydrochloric acid. Then only it will have the acidic properties. If it is present as gas, then it has no acidic property. If HCl is present as aqueous, or also it is called hydrochloric acid, in this case only it will possess the acidic property. So it does not ionize the solution as it is a covalent compound. This is a false statement because yes, of course it is a covalent compound, but you are passing it through water, right? When you are passing the HCl gas through water, it will ionize the solution. It will become acidic because it will give hydrochloric acid, right? It will give you hydrochloric acid. The reaction will be like this: H3O plus and Cl minus. You know, the H plus will exist as hydronium ion, not simply H plus. It will exist in the solution as hydronium ions because, as I told you before also, that in water the oxygen has lone pairs of electrons, so it can donate one pair of electron to H plus because H plus needs 2 electrons to achieve the nearest noble gas configuration of helium, right? So it can attain stability by taking 2 electrons from oxygen. So that's why it will form hydronium ions. Okay, it will not exist as H plus ions. This is a true statement. It ionizes the solution. Third statement, it gives both hydrogen and hydroxyl ions in the solution. No, it will give hydronium ions and chloride ions. This is a false statement. Fourth statement, it combines, it forms hydronium ion in the solution due to the combination of hydrogen ion with water molecule. Yes, this is also a true statement, right? I just showed you this. They're forming the hydronium ions. This is hydronium ion. So option 2 and 4 are correct. 2 and 4. Option C is the correct answer. Thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe to our channel. If you want to ask more questions, if you have any doubts, you can please write in the comment section. I will come up with more videos. Thank you.